Hey guys, Mike, IronTrap Garage. We're working on my 34 Cabriolet today. So in the last video, I finished up the brake lines, got the headlights finished, and we were getting ready to mount the taillights, and then we ran into a problem with the taillights that I originally wanted to run on this car. Didn't like the way they look, kind of fit oddly on the frame, so I pulled these 42-8 Buick taillights out of my stash, and I think we're gonna run with them. Matt and I have been staring at them for a day or two. We kind of like the way that they look, so I just need to spend some time and lay them out with a license plate and try and figure out the spacing and all that stuff before we start drilling holes. The plan is to flush mount them, so we got to cut a big hole in the panel and then cut some holes on the inner structure so we can service them, get to the mounting bolts, and put bulbs in them. So I'm going to get going and try and lay everything out, and then pull the panel from the body, start cutting holes in it, and hopefully by the end of the video we'll have some neat taillights mounted into the back of the car. So let's get started. So I have these mocked up two different ways. So this one is flat in the panel because the panel curves up here on the end. So I have this one flat and this one is centered in the direction of the panel. I like it better flat.
Agreed. I was going to say, when you mount the plate, because the plate has a flat edge, it's gonna stick out even more that one's at an angle.
Okay.
I see why you did that. I do. But yeah, I still like the flat better.
Yeah,
I think.
especially if you stand over more and look straight on, you can see.
Yeah, because you got, this is straight, that's pretty straight, and then that's curved. So this you're kind of, nothing really matches it except the bottom. So I would tend.
It's only a 1/4 inch difference. It's not a lot. That's why I wanted to, but it definitely looks better.
I think it's better straight.
Okay.
I think.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, it's like this is 5 inches here to this line. It's 4.5 here. So it's only a 1/4 inch difference skewed, but okay.
Yeah, I think straight looks.
Definitely looks better.
Yeah.
All right. I'll pull the panel off and start modifying.
You traced all your.
I'm gonna do it on the bench. I'll clamp the plate onto the panel, and then I can just, because all I'm doing is centering it in this opening.
Okay.
And measuring to this seam.
Yep.
So it shouldn't matter on or off the car.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that if they kind of guess you have a problem with steel too. So, yeah, I mean going off to the side like that, that would be how it functions. You can, yeah, you don't want to go five. I think generally it's either going to give you more clean or more penetration. So my memory is probably not that. I haven't used one of those rubbers since I probably looked at these toys. So, well, you could be a little oversized with these because they flare out and they smash the pack, they like compress. So I open it up all the way, thread it down, and you get it like flush or just beyond flush. Like,
yeah, okay,
yeah.
That's right.
And then you put them in there. You got to do it by feel, so you'll feel it like there, kind of stop.
Yep.
You don't want to close it all the way. It'll actually pull the threads out of the.
That's right.
So you'll feel it compress and you'll feel it kind of stop, and sometimes you want to
keep going,
and it'll just rip the threads right out of it. But
solid. Bless you. Bless you. Alrighty, so I pulled Hollywood light from my very small stash of parts in my house. It's all mounted up. It looks killer. The next thing I need to do is make little tabs to hold the taillights in. They're just sitting in there right now, but I'm gonna make some tabs on the backside so they can screw in. Originally they had studs. I'm gonna make it a little simpler, put some screws so they're easy to pull in and out. And then eventually I'll make some covers that go on the inside, like little boxes that cover everything up so they're not visible. But for right now, just trying to get the taillights mounted so they are bolted in, and eventually we can make them functional so I can be driving this spring. So let's pull the panel back off, put it on the bench, try and make some little tabs, and we'll be all wrapped up. Alrighty, so this project is finished. I am super happy with the way it looks. It really rounds out the back of the car. It's killer look. The only thing I have to do is I have to get new seals and gaskets for both taillights. I broke actually one of the bezels. I was tightening things down unevenly and cracked the mounting stud on the inside and broke like the pot metal, so I have to buy new bezels. Unfortunately, we might have one at the warehouse. I got to do some shopping this week. But this is all finished, wrapped up. Eventually, I'd like to make some covers for the inside to cover the hole that I had to cut for the access area, but that's further down the line. I do need to make little bulb holders for both sets of lights, but it's just little stuff we need to do to get the car finished off. So the next step, I believe, is to finish off the suspension. I gotta do shocks front and rear and play with the leaf springs to get the ride height and the right amount of travel on everything. So thanks guys for watching, appreciate it. Be sure to comment below what you think of the taillights. Thanks guys, catch you later.